What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact steps that I would take to go from 0 to 10K a month with prop firm payouts. Let's get into this. Guys, just in case you're new here and you are not familiar with myself, I have been a profitable day trader for about 3 years now, and I do make 5 figures every single month from prop firms, and I've done 6 figures in prop firms 2 years in a row. So this is just one of my payouts right here. This is from my funded futures. And on top of that, I've not only done it myself, but I've also helped other people do it as well. Here are 3 different examples. We have one of my students, JC. He made 13K in April. This is a live broker statement as well. Then you have Speedy Bakes. He did 10K. I think he did 30K year to date across all these prop firms. And then last but not least, we have our Tata, who did 10K in March. So not only can I do it myself, but I can also help others do it. So in this video, I'm going to go through the exact steps that I would do, and hopefully this helps some of you guys. All right, guys, so we're going to start with Lucid. Now, Lucid's a really good prop firm, and it is one of the easiest prop firms to get a payout on. So I'm basically going to explain how you're going to go from 0 to consistently making 10K a month. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the Lucid 50K flex plan. Now, with code TEMPO, this plan is going to go to, I believe, $84. Okay, so it's $84. Let me write this down. It's going to be $84 for a 50K account. Now, there's going to be a $3,000 profit goal and $2,000 drawdown. Okay, what I like to do personally, I like to go and pass these aggressively. Now, if you've never gotten a payout before, what I would do is I would take it slow. So I would risk $200 risk on B setups and then $300 risk on A setups. Okay, for me, I like to rate my setups, and the grade is just dependent on the confluence. Do I think it's a right trade or just a good trade, or do I think it's a great trade and an amazing trade? Those are going to be the differences between your A and B setups. So this is what I would do if you've never gotten a payout before. Just kind of treat it like a funded and pass it slowly. This might take you like 2 to 3 weeks, but I think it is worth doing and going through this process at least once, just to give yourself that confidence as a trader. Guys, if you're watching the video and you're interested in the exact strategy that myself and the other people who have made 10K a month have been trading, it's the only link in the description, because I just released my free course 2.0. This is the best piece of content I've ever made. It's 20 videos breaking down A to Z how to go from nothing to profitable, and I'm not charging you a dime. So click the link in the description and start watching it today. Now, once you've done that process, you will have the funded account. If you just buy the eval fresh and you want to take it aggressive, what I like to do is I like to risk 2 to 3 minis per trade, and then I'm pretty much just aiming for 1500 on day 1 and then 1500 on day 2. Again, this is a very risky way of trading evals. This is how me and all of the profitable prop firm traders trade evals. We just trade them aggressively. You don't want to waste too much time on eval. You want to get to funded as quickly as possible, because if your edge is actually consistent, it's very efficient with your time. So this is what I like to do. Typically, if you go 2 to 3 minis, you're only going to need like 20 to 30 points in that trade to actually hit 1500. So you can either take the slow approach, which is going to be here, or you could take the aggressive approach, which is going to be here. Once you buy that account for $85 and you have passed the eval stage, you are going to have a funded account. So the funded account is the same exact thing. Actually, it's a little bit different. This is going to have $2,000 of drawdown, end of day drawdown, and I believe you need 5 days of 150 or more to request a payout. So once you do that, you can request 50% of profits, $2,000 max payout. So this is kind of the outline for the funded account. And all you have to do is just win 5 days or more. So again, what I like to do, I like to risk $200 on A setups, $200 on B, or $200 on B setups, $300 on A setups. So we're going to keep it very simple and assume that you just do a 1-to-1 risk reward trimming method. Okay, so winning 5 days in a row is not that hard. It's not as difficult as you make it sound. I'm actually going to show you my trade recaps right now from my live trading group, and I've won 8 days in a row. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So there's 8 trading days, because I'm not counting a break-even day. There's 8 trading days in a row where I have won. So it's not the end of the world, and it's definitely not impossible to win 5 days in a row. So assuming you win assuming you win 5 days in a row, 5 days in a row, you're going to have anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 of profit in the account, depending on, you know, how much you risk, right? So what you can do after those 5 days is you will be able to request 50% of that, which is going to be anywhere from 500 to 750. So now you have, before a profit split, so you have around $500 to $750 in a payout, and you only paid $84 for the account. That's a great ROI. That's like a 7 or 8x ROI, return on investment. So where I would go from there is now you want to start copy trading. Okay, the thing with Lucid allows you to have up to 5 funded accounts at once. So once you get that first payout, again, it doesn't have to be massive. It can only be $500, $1,000. Once you get that payout, you're going to take the money and you're going to get up to 3 accounts or get up to 5 accounts. And then once you can get up to those accounts, that's where the real magic starts to happen, because let's run this same exact scenario now with 5 funded accounts. Okay, so 5 funded accounts on 5 funded 50K accounts on Lucid. They're going to cost you $84 a piece times 5, which is going to equal, if we do some math here, 84 times 5. Okay, that's going to cost you $420, right? $420. So each day aim for 200 to 300 profit. That's going to be 1,000 times, or 1,500 profit by day 5. That's going to be per account. And your max payout is 2,000. Yeah, your max payout's 2,000, so you'll hit the max $2,000 payout. Okay, so I just got some confirmation. So basically, as long as you're making $200 to $300 profit per day after 5 days, you will be up $1,000 to $1,500 per account on day 5. Now you can request 50% of profit per account, okay? Because the max payout per cycle is $10,000. So what that means is, let's just say it's going to be, we'll lowball it, and we'll just say it's going to be a $500 payout per account. That's going to be $500 times 5 for a $2,500 payout before profit splits. So you're going to get a $2,500 payout while only paying $420 for the accounts, right? That's a 5x ROI. Even if, let's just say, your first batch of 5 accounts fails and you have to buy a second batch of 5, that's still going to be an $840 investment. And if you're able to just hit the payout in 2 chances, it's still a 3x ROI. So here's what I'm showing you. The risk to reward, the leverage you're using is very, very good. So once you actually end up hitting a payout like this, that's when I would look to scale to other firms. The reason why we started with Lucid is because their payout rules are very easy. It's the easiest firm to get a payout on, but the ceiling is capped because of the max payout feature. So once you get a payout while copy trading, I would then look to add other prop firms. Okay, what I like is currently Take Profit Trader, just to run by them really quickly. They're going to have no activation fee, no consistency rule, no max payout requirement, and daily payouts. So whereas something like Lucid, it's only going to let you request 50% of your profits. Take Profit Trader, once you get above the buffer, which is $2,000, once you get above $2,000 profit in the account, you're able to request 100% of that money literally within the next day. So this is a firm where it's going to be a bit harder to pass and get the payout on, but you're able to make more money if you can get past those hurdles. Another one I like to use is Apex Trader Funding. This firm is really good because it allows you to get up to 20 accounts. So something like Lucid and Take Profit Trader, they only allow 5. Apex is going to allow 20. So it's like leverage on steroids. You know, if you take that same $200 trade and take it with 20 accounts, you're now up $4,000 across all those accounts. So it's really, really powerful, you know? So this is what I would do in a nutshell, guys. I wouldn't just go from 1 account all the way up to 20 accounts. For me, it was a gradual process, which took 3 to 4 months, where, you know, I got a payout with 1 account. I took the money, I funneled it into 3 or 5 accounts. I got a payout with that, filled it into 10 accounts. And it was like a slowly gradual leap. You know, another thing, You don't want to just go from 1 to 20 accounts because it's going to mess with your psychology. You're going to feel a lot of pressure and it's going to be hard to trade. This thing I really want to bring up is what copy trader to use. I get this question all the time. You can use NinjaTrader, but I personally like Quant Tower. There's also some third-party copy traders now. Tradecopia and TradeSync are very popular, but I like Quant Tower. I've been using this for over a year. I'm able to link all my prop firm accounts to it as long as your firm offers like Rhythmic or DX feed or something like that. You can just connect it straight to Quant Tower. The copy trader is brilliant. There's no lag, no ghost orders at all. So I'm not getting paid to say this, but if you want a good copy trader, use Quant Tower. And all 3 prop firms that I have talked about in this video, they're all accessible with Quant Tower. So guys, this is how I would get to 10K a month if I had to start all over. I promise you, it's not as difficult as you make it seem. Just take it one step at a time. You know, here's living proof that normal people just like you are able to make 10K a month trading prop firms. And I know you can do it. If you have any questions, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.